In case you haven't noticed, life is short. In fact, the older you get, the faster time seems to fly. So much so that I have to tell you it can be pretty scary at a certain stage in life. That being said, I feel that it's extremely important that we not put off for tomorrow what we can do today. So today, I'm here to say thank you to my subscribers and for your likes. And I'll tell you exactly why I feel that this is so important coming up next. Alright, thanks for staying with me. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jerome, the host of the podcast Mondays Why It Matters. I usually upload each Monday morning around 11:15 a.m. Central Time. However, this is what I consider to be a special edition, given the fact that I would like to show appreciation to my subscribers. It's more important to me now than ever, given the fact that when I look around at social media and I see all of the people, all of the actors and songwriters and the artists that I grew up with passing away, it's a little scary. The bottom line is that if you're going to say or show someone that you appreciate them, now is the best time to do it, because tomorrow is not promised. So I would also like to tell you a little bit about myself, so maybe you can relate to me or, share my video with someone else. So I've worked in the field of human resources for many years. That was a creative outlet for me. However, now I'm looking at another stage of life where I can share my creativity on social media. This is not my first channel. In fact, I actually uploaded my first channel in 2008. However, most of my channels in the past, it was just a hobby. Also, I never sat in front of the camera. Most of my creative work was faceless. I am a very private person. I am an introvert by nature. So getting in front of the camera is not easy, but it is something I felt it was time for me to do, given the fact that I do have a message that I would like to share and making it a bit more personal. I would also encourage anyone out there who is in a situation where they don't know what's next in life to not just sit around and do nothing. Try your hand at YouTube. YouTube, for whatever reason, has an algorithm. Obviously, it wants you to have a niche. I am struggling with determining what my niche is going to be, because my interests are pretty widespread and there's really very little that I want to talk about day in and day out, especially when it comes to my privacy. Again, I'm an introvert, very private, so sharing my life for everyone to see is a non-starter. But that being said, I do have creativity that I would like to share, and I feel that there are people out there that are sitting on the sidelines that also have potential and have productivity that they have to offer the world. Now, this to me is not confined to age, though clearly if you are of a certain age, maybe over 50 or even over 40, then now is certainly the time for you to take advantage of any skills that you have. With me, I consider it to be video editing, content writing, just anything creative. I have a website that I developed some years ago, jhworks.net. Please visit it if you have the time, so you can see some of my creative works. I am a tutor or instructor for Excel. I consider myself a Microsoft Office Suite expert. And so, there are any number of things that you have to offer. I know that we live in a society where youth is everything. And to me, that is a mistake. I felt that it was a mistake when I was young. And I certainly feel that it is a mistake as I get older, because you always have something to offer. I feel that anyone who is currently walking this earth has a purpose. Whether someone recognizes it or not, you should never look in a mirror and see yourself through the eyes of someone else, right? You know what you're capable of. So whether you fail or not, at least try it. That is what I'm doing now. Again, it is extremely difficult for me to sit in front of a camera and develop a podcast. When all the years when I had a channel, I was always just uploading animation or graphics and never sitting in front of the camera. I don't know how this is going to work out. If you go to my channel, you can see I don't have very many views. YouTube is struggling with my algorithms, and I understand why. My first few videos of my podcast dealt with Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis is my passion. Unfortunately, it did not gain much traction. I wanted to focus on the diversity of Memphis, the pros and the cons, and improving the image where it comes to crime. But unfortunately, that's not a problem for other people. And according to YouTube, if you can solve a problem, you're going to get more views. And that makes complete sense. I am a marketing major, so I know that solving problems is what grasps people toward you. So we'll see how this works out. Right now, my main focus is just on conquering one of the fears that I have, or one of the things that I have about exposing myself in front of the world. And so having a podcast is allowing me to do just that. And I would encourage anyone who has a fear that they have not conquered. Life is short. All right. Every day the clock is ticking. Do not live in regret. That is one thing that I can always say that I have never done, whether I failed or succeeded, and that was not try. Okay. So that is it for me. I certainly want you to be inspired and never ever say back in my day. Okay, today is your day. You are still relevant regardless of your age, regardless of what you've achieved. You are just as relevant as Elon Musk. All right, because when it's all said and done, we're all going to the same place. I don't mean heaven or hell. I mean we're all turning to dust. All right, so keep that in mind, and you have a good day.